So you want to give a front taper and line someone up. I got you. After finding the hair's natural growth pattern with the comb, we use our 1.5 and we cut with the grain just before cutting in any hair direction the hair grows in. So the next thing we do is grab our one guard and we go against the grain as well. You can go with the grain to ensure that the hair sits well perfectly and there are no discrepancies that follows. The following thing we are going to do is take down that front taper with the biggest guard that we have, which is a 2 guard. So the next thing I do is I analyze and I observe my client's hairline, and I do this to make sure I don't cut too deep into my client's hairline and push him back, because a lot of clients always complain about that and I don't want to be the barber to do that. So now going in with my comb and imagining how I would line up this hairline. My client said that he wanted to see his C cups, so I go ahead and apply my shaving cream just before applying my hot towel massage. In my opinion, I like the shaving cream method before shaping up any type of haircut because it leaves a longer lasting shape up, and my clients love it so much. I always get compliments after I do it, and cleaner work like the shaving cream and hot towel after the cleanup literally rids off any dirt and residue off of the hairline, making it easier and just more exciting to use overall. So guys, I definitely recommend it. Now guys, this is why I get to charge $55 on the Cut app and your barber is charging you $25. It's because I'm using a lot of body hair mousse to lay down the hair before shaping it up. What most tutorials don't tell you is that you can buy this lot of body hair mousse at just about any beauty supply store that you can find, and this is what they use after using the shaving cream method. This is what they apply to lay down the hair flat so that you can go ahead and do your hairline prep using the alcohol and then using the hair spritz, of course. The next thing I do is I use cold air and apply it to my client's hairline. And this is a air dryer I got from Paul's Beauty Warehouse located in Bowie, Maryland. Really great, dope tool. Like to use it after the hairline prep. It dries out the hairline so that I can go ahead and shape it up. Okay guys, right here you see me rubbing alcohol to rid any residue from my client's face and hairline so that I can go ahead and shape them up. And now I'm spraying spritz. It's a level 5 Tresemme holding spray. You can purchase this at any beauty hair salon. So the next thing I do is I grab my comb, place it right in the middle of my client's head between his intersecting eyes, and I see which side is the highest side, and I start from the lowest side and meet its way to the highest side. Once I've identified everything, I start with what makes sense and make it as straight as I can possible. I always like to say cut one, comb one, because after you cut, you grab the comb and comb what's left over and then cut again. To ensure both ends are equally balanced, I place my client's head in a way that it is balanced, and I just eyeball it and go from there. So you want to learn how to edge up the C cup like a pro? I got you. Starting our first line at the top of the beard where the sideburns are, making a C-like shape, then going on the other side to replicate that. So to make the sharpest beard line, what you want to do is ask your client to make a puff in his cheek, stretch the skin, and pull down with the blade in your hand closer to the beard. Use the trimmer to erase off any discrepancies you see on the client's cheek. Next, do the other side. Ask your client to blow a puff in his cheek, pull the skin, and use the blade to come down to the beard. Go over it one more time just to make sure you got a nice, clean, symmetrical shape that matches your client's other side of their beard. You want a sharper shape up? I got you. Take out a straight blade and just razor up the hairline after you shape it up. This makes sure the hairs are more and more sharper, and you're cutting off all the loose hairs after the shape up. Try it out and see how you like it. To get a sharper shape up, just razor it up first and then go back in with the trimmers to remove any discrepancies from the hairline. When doing this method with the razor, make sure you're pulling the skin in the opposite direction while simultaneously using whatever tool to shape it up the opposite direction. Now getting ready to attack that back taper by just packing up the pigtails and debulking both sides of the taper. My client wanted a light taper in the back, so I didn't push this fade up too high. So now finishing up on the right side by lining it up and then clearing my path on the left side, making sure it is nice and flat, and lining it up and going over the ear. So once the bulk is cleared and it's all down to one gradient level, I like to taper the bottom, starting open, working my way halfway, and then finally closing it, adding that one guard to clear off any discrepancies I see that follows. So you want to learn how to shape up some eyebrows? I got you. First, you want to brush out the eyebrows in the direction that it follows. Then grab whatever trimmers you use and then gently line up the very end parts. Brush as needed and then gently shape up those very end parts, basically the baby hairs of the eyebrow. It is indeed important that you are light-handed while doing this, trying not to irritate the skin of your client. I know when shaping up the eyebrows, especially with the trimmers, it can be sensitive for your client. So make sure that you are not holding the clipper heavy-handed and just go in the direction that the eyebrow is. Don't try to dig into it. Just lightly tap and brush one, cut one. And don't forget to line up the middle. I know hairs make a unibrow and you might want to cut those off too. So try this simple method out. Alright y'all, that brings me to the end of my video. I try to make it as short as possible. And y'all can see that my client, he definitely likes it. So if he likes it, we love it. If he likes it, we love it. Nice finish on the shape up. Shout out me, shout out God. And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get this to the algorithm and drop some comments. Yeah, stay tuned for more. And if you're looking for a haircut, tap the link in my bio that says book.thecut.co/celebritycuts LLC. It should take you to this page, and yeah, hope to see y'all soon. Fellas, make sure you tap in with me.